Hi guys, let's go and check out when movie scenes changed at the last second.
Yeah. Stick around. Here's Johnny.
I love it.
In The Shining, the spine-chilling scenes
so
were
loud.
originally meant to take place in room 217, as in Stephen King's novel. However, the number was changed to 237 for the movie, because the real hotel used for filming had room 217, and the management was concerned that future guests would avoid staying in it out of fear.
Wendy, I'm home.
In RoboCop, the iconic groin shot during the scene where RoboCop confronts two would-be rapists was a last-minute addition. Originally, RoboCop was supposed to shoot the hostage-taker in the upper body. However, they noticed that the way the actress was positioned allowed for a clear shot through her skirt, leading to the now famous scene.
Ah, perfect.
In Predator, Dutch throws his machete at a goon because the film crew wanted
He's
to
a
get rid of the
Steiner.
machete. It was custom made and turned out to be too big and heavy.
Stick around.
In Kramer vs. Kramer, Dustin Hoffman threw a wine glass during an argument scene with Meryl Streep, which wasn't in the script. Streep's shocked reaction was real, as Hoffman hadn't warned her. After the scene, Streep was furious and started yelling at Hoffman for scaring her.
Not only that, that was so fucking dangerous. Because pieces of that small glass that is really thin could have gone into her eyes, on her face, and she has to make money with that face, you know? That is so disrespectful.
Turning what was supposed to be an on-screen argument into a real one. Did you know Wolverine almost had a cameo in Spider-Man 1? Hugh Jackman even traveled to New York to film the scene, but the idea was scrapped when the production team realized they had lost Wolverine's suit.
Okay.
In Independence Day, Bill Pullman's iconic speech was initially written as a placeholder for director Roland Emmerich and writer Dean Devlin to revise later. However, they became so consumed with filming that they forgot to update it.
We will not go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight.
When Pullman began rehearsing, the reactions from the extras and even the crew were so positive that they decided to leave the speech as it was,
Nice.
including Pullman's ad-libbed line at the end.
Today, we celebrate our Independence Day.
In Men in Black, the story wasn't originally set in New York City, but director Barry Sonnenfeld made the switch. He thought aliens would fit right in because New Yorkers are so used to strange things that no one would notice their weirdness.
It'd just be raining black people in New York.
In the 1982 slasher film Pieces, there's a scene where a college student is cornered by a chainsaw-wielding killer. The character pees her pants, which was actually added to the script after the actress really wet herself during a rehearsal, being so terrified by the proximity of the real chainsaw.
She peed
In Guardians of the
herself.
Galaxy Volume 2, the dramatic shot of David Hasselhoff narrating the final lines of Guardians Inferno during the end credits was a last-minute decision by director James Gunn. He quickly filmed it on his phone and rushed it to the studio, concerned that the final cut had already been sent for distribution. Fortunately,
On his
there was still time
phone?
to add it in.
In these times of hardship, just remember, we are Groot.
In the film East of Eden, James Dean was originally supposed to punch Adam after his gift is rejected. Instead, Dean impulsively hugged Massey during filming. This unscripted moment caught Massey off guard, and his genuine discomfort was captured on film, perfectly reflecting Adam's awkwardness in the scene.
Back in the day, that was not manly enough.
In Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2, the infamous hug between Voldemort and Draco Malfoy was completely unscripted. After 25 normal takes, Fiennes decided to give Felton an awkward hug, leaving him genuinely confused. That single take was kept in the final cut, making Felton's baffled expression totally authentic.
Oh my god,
In Psycho,
so weird.
Anthony Perkins revealed that the moment when his character backs up in shock and knocks a picture off the wall after discovering the body in the shower was an accident. Though Hitchcock meticulously planned each scene, Perkins convinced him that the falling picture added to the tension, leading them to film a shot of it hitting the floor later.
But The picture is still there.
In Alien Resurrection, the hybrid creature was originally designed with both male and female genitalia to emphasize a sexual horror. The movie was shot with this design, but director Jean-Pierre Jeunet decided that, even for a Frenchman, it was too much. So the genitalia were edited out in post-production.
Nice.
In Bruce
What
Almighty,
the-
God contacts Bruce using a real phone number, 7762323, rather than the typical fictional 555 number used in movies. This caused people to dial the number, hoping to talk to God.
Oh
As a result, Universal had to change the number to a 555 version for the home release.
no. Whoever's
In Rogue,
imagine you answer, it's your phone, and you answer, and like people on the other side, God, is that you? And you're like, huh? And then you start rolling with it. Yes, I'm God.
One, Darth Vader's iconic scene almost didn't happen. Originally, director Gareth Edwards
way.
didn't plan to include it. However, after Tony Gilroy took over during reshoots, the epic moment was conceived and filmed just 4 months before release, adding a powerful impact to the film. Without it, the ending would have centered only on Princess Leia's cameo. In Jurassic World 2015, the infamous running in heels scenes weren't initially planned. Director Colin Trevorrow repeatedly asked Bryce Dallas Howard to change her shoes, but she insisted on keeping the heels because she felt it fit her character.
Okay. That's
In
dangerous.
RoboCop, director Paul Verhoeven decided last minute to have RoboCop walk on water because the walls on set reminded him of Jerusalem, adding a hint of a Jesus reference to the scene.
Sure.
In Logan, the original plan was for Xavier to live in an upright water tank. The crew realized it would be awkward for Logan to constantly climb a 200-foot ladder,
No
but couldn't
shit,
come up
Sherlock.
with a better idea, until the model of the tank accidentally got flipped over, inspiring the final design.
Oh.
In This Is the End, Emma Watson was originally supposed to appear during Channing Tatum's cameo as Danny McBride's Gimp. However, when Watson saw Tatum in a thong, she was so uncomfortable that she refused to participate in the scene, even though it had already been
Ew.
scripted.
Hermione just stole all of our shit.
In Witchfinder General, the film's memorable ending was unplanned.
She's a classic.
Initially, the soldier was supposed to fatally shoot both Hopkins and Marshall. However, they realized at the last minute that an earlier scene showed he had only a single-shot pistol. As a result, the soldier only shot Hopkins.
Yeah. What does that mean?
In The Lovely
The other
Bones,
one's
Ryan
alive?
Gosling was originally cast as Jack Salmon, but the role went to Mark Wahlberg at the last minute. Gosling had gained 60 pounds for the role, thinking it suited the character, though no one asked him to.
See, that's when you
In
go
the original
beyond.
ending of George A. Romero's Dawn of the Dead, both Peter and Fran were supposed to die, with Fran's death involving helicopter blades. Though part of this darker ending was reportedly filmed, Romero decided to change it, allowing both characters to escape by helicopter instead. In Carry On Nurse, there's a scene where the Colonel, played by Wilfred Hyde White, places bets with Mick. Hyde White unexpectedly changed the scripted horse's name from Bloody Mary to Rambler, a horse he had bet on earlier that day.
Oh.
$50 to win Rambler, R-A-M-B-L-E-R.
Actor Harry
that's
Locke can be
nice.
seen visibly reacting to the unscripted change, but manages to stay in character, keeping the take
Oh.
intact. To
I
the
want to see again.
R-A-M-B-L-E.
earlier that day.
$50 to win Rambler, R-A-M-B-L-E-R.
He didn't
Actor Harry
react.
Locke can be seen visibly reacting to the unscripted
He
change,
didn't.
but manages to stay in character, keeping the take intact.
Yeah.
Well, you just settle down, Colonel. I'll wait for the results.
What do you mean you could see him visibly react? He didn't even react. He was just looking down and like writing. Okay, whatever. Whatever. If you say so. If you say so.